Do 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 do. Na 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 na. All right, people of the world, we are back, and tonight we are returning to the legendary PS3. Now, why would I return to the legendary PS3, huh? Well, we're playing Crash Bandicoot. Originally, it was gonna be the Insane Trilogy version, mainly because I couldn't be bothered to pirate the game. What's the point of pirating the game if it's already in my Steam library, you know? So that was my mentality to it. Yeah. Oh, I could be bothered pirating it, but when I was playing Gran Turismo, I saw I had the PlayStation Classic version installed, and I'd actually forgotten that this console used to go online. So here we've got the original Crash Bandicoot, Spiral 1, Silent Hill. We've played through some of that on the channel before. We've played through all of these on the channel before, including this. Take a spin down memory lane with the hyperactive island hopper Crash Bandicoot. Cross flaming pits, sail rivers, and ride the wild piggy as you battle all manner of antipodian beasties. What the fuck is antipodian? Diametrically opposed, relating to the antipodes, or situated opposite sides of the earth. Okay. And militant marsupials. So keeping in mind, these PlayStation Classics are actually games I have bought in the past. Many years ago, I'd actually I'd actually bought these for the PS Vita. Funnily enough, some PlayStation Classics cannot be played on the Vita. They don't even show up in the store. In this day and age, however, I can log into my PSN account, but I can't browse the store. I don't know how. I don't know why it goes like that. And keep in mind, I've done online content with this debugging kit before. I have been online with this thing before. What? We're starting right from the very beginning. So keep that in mind. We're on Insanity Beach. This game is truly one of the greatest that didn't come out of Japan. It is proof that the West can make pretty decent games. Boing, boing, boing. Yeah, we'll just milk this crate and get all the peaches. Or apples. I have no friggin' idea. We got ourselves a live buckle. Let's go. Hey. What have we got? So the goal tonight is just to have ourselves a good time, chillax the hell out. I'm also not that long awake, so keep that in mind. Oh, do I have to fix the picture? I can. I have to do this on a per game basis. I'll never be able to get that one down. So when you come to my streams, always expect me to be fiddling with the picture when it comes to retro. Just so I can get that aesthetic down. The old CRT aesthetic is something to behold. That's perfectly fine. There we go. 20 seconds in, we're Gucci. Boing, boing. Oh, there we go. Hey, we got a 2 for 1. Ain't no way I just screwed up the start of the game. I'll take the apples though. Alright, speed run, speed run, speed run. Never mind. Keep in mind, I'm also not long awake, so I haven't reset myself. Oh, we didn't get the 2 for 1. Oh, I got ourselves a question box. Let's go. That is absolutely hype. There we go, got my life back. This game itself is really forgiving with how you can proceed. So like you collect a bunch of the fruit, you get a life. And I've almost got another life. What have I got? Alright, we're taking this route. Actually, no, we're going this way. Ba-ba-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum. Yeah! Oh, we should have taken the right route. Okay, we can go back and do it. Yeah, because there's a switch we have to hit and then we jump across the boxes. Alright. I forgot to hold down a little longer. But that's fine. We'll get it this time. I am missing a box though. Woohoo! Right, off to the right hand side. This is looking good for my reaction time. I ain't giving up. If I gave up, I wouldn't be a content creator. Give me them apples or peaches or whatever they are. Alright, let's go, let's go. We got this, we got this. Our Christmas lights in the snow is gonna give us the ability to do very good here. Yeah. We don't need to go that way, just go this way. There There we go. Look at us just teleporting away. Dun, 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 dun. Jungle rollers? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's a big boulders that roll back and forth, isn't it? Ha! It's the hog that you have to watch out for. The hog is the really... It is the challenging one. Let's put it that way. Did we just not get anything from that? What have we got? TNT. Skunk! How did they get that picture of my brother? Oh god, that could have sent me out. Boing, 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 boing. Nyeh. What? Excuse you? You can't be doing that to me. Alright? Hey, welcome on in. How you doing? Boing, boing, boing. No way. I mean, invisibility frames. There was a gem there. Do you have to be very quick to get that gem? Thank you for the lives. I'll take it. I spawn, I spawn, I spawn. Y'all saw that? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get my nerve strong like my guitar. Fine, we'll miss out on that peach. Hey, welcome in, welcome in! It is Christmas Eve, we've got the original Crash Bandicoot on the go here. No wait. I spun, I pressed the button, I pressed the button, I pressed the button. I will kill those skunks! Epic gamer moment right here. There we go. There you go, now you're fucking roadkill. What? I should have just pirated the American copy of this because it runs a bit better. I was trying to jump across their heads, like bounce from one to the other. That is on me. Where the hell am I? Hello, game? How did he get stuck up there? Wait a minute. I have never had that happen before. That's right, punk. That's skunkicide. And I'm happy it committed. Alright, epic gamer moment. Epic gamer moment. Yeah, I got 3 of the... Oh, it takes me right to it. Okay. Let's do this. I never lost a life in my life. Nice. Let's just save right here and have ourselves a good old time, huh? Da 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 da. Jungle roars. There we go. We got that carnivorous plant. Or we did have the plant, but it's no longer here. Ooh, a life? I love having lives. Boing boing. There we go. Epic gamer skills. Don't you dare. Nice. That is my favorite stage, that map. How's everyone doing this fine evening? We had 3 people in. We had a little bit more than normal. Much respect. Much respect. Right, so the Great Gate is our next port of call. We are only a few... Oh, this thing? Okay. 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 It's a very bouncy crate, that is. Boing. Get out of here, tortoise. Ow. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Doing good, just playing a bit of Final Fantasy 14? Oh, the MMORPG. The one that you can play for free up until a certain level. And then it's like, please pay us monthly. Ah, bollocks. There we go. The mask of that is so cool, only Jim Carrey can wear it. I'm having a lot of fun. Why did it take him so long to turn around?
What have I got?
You know, this run is significantly worse than I remember it. Could you not bite me? Let me just finish collecting these tomatoes. Oh. There we go. Alright, Bubbles the monkey, time to put you next to Michael Jackson. Oh, we could use that. Oh well. I didn't see it shake! I didn't see it shake! Come here, Bubbles. There you go. Hi, Mr. Plant. Do you mind not trying to take a chunk out of me this time? Okay, thanks. Much respect and happy holidays to you. Ah! I'm sure it's up to third or fourth expansion. Final Fantasy 14, probably more than that. I'm being bullied by a Native American. Can you not? Okay. I could have sworn I pressed square to spin dash. Boing. Oh! I've never seen that happen! I have never seen that happen! We bounced off of the monkey while we were spinning. As the monkey was spinning. I didn't think that would flick us away. We have to do this.
What have I got?
Okay. Okay. I now know there's things in here that I've never seen before in my life. Now I'm more aware. I don't. There you go. Oh, stop being racist to the animal. Love it, honestly. It has its flaws, of course. I mean, that's MMOs in a nutshell. They have their flaws, but a lot of them are pretty good. I need a drink. 1 second. Ah, there we go. Fan bloody tastic now. I'm all hydrated. Isn't she meant to be getting kidnapped? Also, I'm getting a face full of boop. That is an interesting part of the Insane trilogy. The Insane trilogy has her getting swept away. Spent too much time to say on this, not gonna lie. I think the game's one of the good MMOs out there. Could very well be. Oh, save complete? I missed that entirely. I was looking at chat. Like, yeah. MMOs are just something that's difficult to get into, at least for me in this day and age. I mean, there's a lot of things I can do. I can't spend all my time on an MMO. I'm lucky if I could put like an hour in. I can't even put an hour into Phantasy Star Online. Now, keeping in mind, Phantasy Star Online 2, that has been going since like 2012, 2013. And it is brilliant. But the amount of time you have to sink into it, and most of the things that you get are cosmetics anyway. It's just crazy. Dun 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 dun. No, that's 18. I forgot how the Indiana Jones theme goes. Ah, fuck. Remember how this is peaked back on the PS1? Oh, fuck. Do not kill me, Mr. Boulder. I will... There we go. This is easy. This is like so freaking easy, not gonna lie. Give me my tomatoes. Thank you. Woo! Yeah, boy. Yeah, Phantasy Star Online 2 is it's just one of those games. It's not the best, but I am a fan of the franchise because I was playing that on the Dreamcast back in the day, and honestly, it is pretty fun. Even to this day, you can still put a Dreamcast online. Nice. You can put a Dreamcast online and play the game online with a patched copy of the game. Because there's still fan servers. Phantasy Star Online 2 is another thing entirely. I need to get back into it, but I also need more storage for the bloody thing. Because it's like 100 gigs. Oh, crap baskets. Ah, I drowned my animal. Let that Bandicoot hit the floor. Let that Bandicoot hit the floor. I just got fucking raspberries. What? Are you kidding? Oh, Leaf, come back here. They're on the edge. Why did I do that? I was on the edge. Knows in Final Fantasy 14 that's working as well for the past 10 years, just not sure really. I mean, you've put time and dedication into it, you sacrifice things to play the game, obviously. It's a game that takes sacrifice. A lot of it. That's also one of the reasons why I would have to give up a fair amount in order to even play an MMO. What? I let go of the button, man. No, my leave.
What have we got? What have we got?
How do we go? What? No, man, but I played this a while ago and I've just been playing it since then. I mean, if a game can get you out of a dark place, that's good. Just, the game itself becomes worse for you if you let it consume. Oh no, I've got an itchy eye. Oh god. For the record, I just tried to correct myself and I slept off. I know why it's happening, I'm just trying to fight against it. Oh, do we not have crouching in this? Yeah, spinning adds momentum to you. What? What hit me? No, I hit the leaf. I jumped on the leaf. I saw it. The proof is on stream. That was honestly quite painful.
What have we got?
What the hell? Wait, why did I turn purple? Hey, welcome in, welcome in. You're a big Crash Bandicoot fan, love to see it. Yeah, that's true. I got not addicted. I was basically treating it like my second job, so I was never truly resting. That's what MMOs kind of do to you. You get addicted to them. If you enjoy it that much, you can't get addicted to them that it becomes essentially a second job. We're locked out here. I am old. 3 lives. For those just joining, and for anyone watching in the future, I will straight out say this is the PAL version, so the game not only runs slower, it runs worse. PAL games inherently, back in this era, ran 20% slower. So if the game is already running quite bad on original hardware,
What have I got?
there we go. Finally, we made progress. We're not chancing it, we're letting this leaf come back down. I mean, the footage is right there. I hit the leaf. I'm so glad they improved the collision on NSA Trilogy, because this is just atrocious. What? Why are we back at Boulder? Shouldn't we start me off on Upstream? Whatever. I mean, it's giving me one of the easiest ones. Oh no, offense. Why were people stressed about this level? You hold one button, press another, and you're just winning. There we go, love to see it. Yeah, there's no real... When it comes to playing MMOs, you have to balance everything. Like, yes, MMOs nice. MMOs take a considerable amount of time to get anywhere in. I mean, they're designed that way by nature.
What have I got?
So, an MMO is just a massive balancing act at this point. Boing, boing. Ow! Right, we're back here again. Quite simple, quite easy.
What have I got?
I'm so mad I decided to take a bath. I decided to take a second bath. Actually, I slept off without leave. And it's down to Crash's momentum. You land on it, and if you're still holding the button just ever so slightly, there's a bit of momentum to be had. Here's the leaf. Can we get past it? Absolutely. Parallel versions of games are just not the way to play these games.
What have I got?
I keep forgetting about the fish. I landed on the leaf, man. Oh, that's a bad mechanic right there. When you land, you should just land. Unless I was holding the button down too much. Yeah, I was. Oh. Wait, we didn't trigger the TNT? Hell yeah. That's a win.
What have I got?
Oh. We got another go at it. Alright. That could have ended in disaster.
What have I got?
So fish, snap. Fish, snap. There we go. Alright, checkpoint. So snap. When you're in mid-air, let go of the forward button. In a case like this. Finally! Ah, there we bloody go. That block is already in use, overrated? Yes. Yes, bloody please. Good. Alright, come here, you. Ah! Woo! What did we get? What did we get? Oh, we don't get our completion. We just get map. This is quickly oh, Papu, Papu! He's so easy. Oh, look at this man. He's gonna be so easy in this. Hey, it's Unk. Ow. That's not the way I ran, but okay, game. If you wanna act like I didn't, if I did something I didn't do. I wasn't even touching him. What happened? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we beat Papa Papu. I had to adjust to the way this one plays, so yeah. It's a lot easier in Insane Trilogy. We're not capped to like what 25 frames per second. Oh, I'll take this. Oh my god! Not gonna lie though, I forgot how the hog goes on this. Oh my god, I'll take my life. Yeah, no you don't. Nah. Well, that just happened. Yeah, we'll continue. Do we have to fight Papa Papa again? Oh, we do. Okay. Well, when he slams down, we jump on his head, give him a concussion, and then we're fine. Can he damage it if you stand over here? Oh, you can. Okay. That was worth it to look cool. That was genuinely worth it to look cool. Like, yeah. Now on to Rolling Stones. Loading Rolling Stones. Not the band, not the magazine. No, you don't. Boing, 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 boing. Slide. Oh, we got the Rumpelstiltskin face. Let's go. Yeah, we're fine. Hey! Don't take a chunk at me, Buster. I'll make you regret it. Boing, boing, boing. Oh. So we got one of the hats, we got one of the women hats as well. How do we take damage from that? Ha ha! Let's go! Oh, we didn't get the head. Oh well, we'll live. For someone that has terrible depth perception like myself, this game is not the best. It's still fun though. I got myself a mask. Alright, let's do another one. Trying to also be 100% Borderlands on Moxis Arena. What the hell is Moxis Arena? One thing I want people to know is if a game is producing low FPS, in this case it's what, 25? If a game is producing low FPS, you're adding render latency. So in the case of a PS2 game or PS1 game, sorry, like Crash Bandicoot or even Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto was very bad for it. Hey, we're on our first life. Let's go. Hype. Nice. When you start to cap frames per second, it even goes down to when a game hits its maximum FPS that the hardware can produce. Oh well, here we go. You start to add latency, and I noticed this a long time ago, and this is kind of why PAL games that rely on precise inputs are very difficult to play in most scenarios. Because you're going to get that few milliseconds of input latency. And it really does affect the gameplay. Could you call this cope? Kind of. Why do you wink at us like that, then get onto a hog? I don't like that. Crash, don't be sus with a hog, okay? Be sus with your hog, not a hog. There we go. That's how you do it. You know what a really good wave survival game is? Boxhead Zombies. That shit was so peak. Did we do this? Oh, for God's sake! Okay, Bubbles. Hi, Mr. Plant. How are you doing today? Hey! How about I put that turtle in the fire? This is without a shadow of a doubt harder to play than the Insane Trilogy. Wait for the fire to come up. So specifically for American gamers, go and grab the PAL version of the game, the PAL ISO, stick it in an emulator, keep it at its original frame rate, then tell me how good the game is for you. Now you can see what we had to go through. Because that was essentially all of our games back in the day. Well, on the PS1 era anyway. And basically what I'm referring to is the input latency. When you decrease the FPS on a game, that is latency. I've said it before. But like with the Crash Bandicoot, you can really feel it with certain motions that you do. You can feel it quite heavily in Grand Theft Auto 1. Grand Theft Auto 2 improved things a lot. But I've showed it on stream with a disc copy of GTA 1. You could bring it to literally 10 FPS. Actually, you can halt the entire game with enough just by playing it. In all honesty. It is not the funnest thing. There you go. There we go. We lost us. Nice bug. We lost a singular life, but we gained 2. So we gained back our lost life. We got an additional. All for dying. There you go, kid. Sometimes dying is worth it. I say as an exact joke. Don't go dying. Boxhead Zombies. It's an old Flash game. You're basically a guy with a box head and you've got guns and you're killing zombies. That was pulling back then. You could very much do 2-player on it. And it was basically the Flash game of choice when it came to playing in high school. Why does that keep happening? Come on then, drop down. Thank you. Yeah man, it's old school. That shit was really fun. Your most powerful weapon was like a super fast shotgun. And you just get waves and waves and waves of zombies coming after you. That was hype. I'm determined. There we go. That's how it's meant to do it. Alright, Bubbles, piss off. Yes, we can do the challenge and then screw it up. I love army. Question is, why was that one so easy? Yes, man. We're so reading that. Nice, absolutely nice. Native Fortress. Can't be the worst go. You really can't, like, Yeah, you genuinely cannot. Ah, you butt muffin. Ah! Why did I even fall through that? Better question. What is going? What? There should still be collision on the edge of that. What? Actually, you fucker, you better give me that. You whore! That was racially motivated, not gonna lie. Okay, that was just dumb luck. Well, not dumb. Bad. This depression has just gone even worse. Get in line, fucker! I've went and done it again. Hi, Mr. Plant. Do you want to end my life for me so I don't have to do it? God. Fuck them turtles. Fuck them monkeys.
What have I got?
We. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Okay, Flame, I'm waiting on you. There we go. We're invincible. Keep that in mind. How does that hurt us? These dudes are low-key fucking racist. Not gonna lie. Point, point, 2, 1, point. Ooh, boy. Green, on, alright, Back one comes out first, then the front one. I want to go home. I want to go home so bad. Like, I know I already am home, but like, that's not actually gonna happen. Back in front. How's it been an hour and 20? What the fuck's happened? Nah, I'm not continuing. Final password, square, square, triangle, X, circle, circle, square, X, triangle. Native fortress. There, y'all can have that password. Alright. This gives me a massive chance to talk about tomorrow. Do I have to charge my earbuds or not? Because I got new ones. I got me some new ones, so let's see if they're 65. I forgot what came on here with. Let me put them in the case real quick. I'm not gonna. I'll yap your ear off, but I also want to not have them in. Oh, is this case running out of juice? Nice. Alright. Tomorrow night, we're doing a big stream. We're doing a fairly sizable stream. I'm actually going to change the time that it's starting at. Just so we can get through everything. Alright? I'm going to dig out my copy of Hogs of War. And we're going to play that tomorrow. For about half an hour. Then, later on, we're going to jump into Bloons Tower Defense 6 for an additional hour or so. And then the rest of the stream is going to be Forza Horizon 5. Now, the reason I switched it up originally is one, last week, both Sims 4 and Hogs of War were picked by the community for me to play. Obviously, if I'd picked Sims 4 for tomorrow, I'd only be playing that. Because Sims 4 is a very long game. Just like to make your sim, set them up, make a house for them and all that kind of stuff, and just watch them do their life. That's several hours right there. All before you get into the shenanigans. Now, by doing Hogs of War, we're ensuring that the community choice still gets done. Even though it's Christmas Day. Christmas. But I changed it up at the last minute. Well, not last minute last week. Yada. I changed it up last week, so we're including 2 more games. That being Bloons Tower Defense 6 and Forza Horizon 5. Now, this is a one-off. This won't be happening again until like next Christmas. Simply put, a day, a very community focused day is what I'm trying to put out here. So we're starting off with the community picks, and then we're going right into the community stuff in general. So Bloody Star Defense 6, you can pop onto the game and play along with me. Same with Forza Horizon 5. So you've picked something for me to play last week. That's happening tomorrow, but also we're a bit more community focused as well, because Christmas is very much a tough time for a lot of people. And in this modern day and age, they might just want something to do or someone to spend time with. That's what my stream can be an outlet for tomorrow. So if you're feeling down, whatever, you want to hang out, specifically if you want to hang out and make your day better, come hang out here. And it's even better if you have the games we're playing, because boy howdy, we can play games together, try and make your day better, whatever. It's more than being a streamer, content creator. It's trying to put out the friend vibes and making you feel welcome and making the day pretty decent overall. That's what I aim to do. And I've been doing this for the past 4 years. In all honesty, it used to be all Sega themed, but as of recently, the channel itself, specifically on the streaming side, has went mostly, substantially more community focused. Because I used to do polls years ago, several years ago, where I'm like, hey, what do you want to see me play? And well, I never included the option to include what you want. I'd give people a bunch of games and get them to pick. And at first, people were voting on things that I put out there. But then they stopped, and then after a while, I'm like, no one's voting. Let's just not do that anymore. But streaming, I want to try and build up a community, try and bring in more people, try and actually form a community where we can hang out, play games together, just do stuff on stream, and maybe if enough people join the Discord and that, and we get it active, we can start doing movie nights and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I have a whole Black server full of stuff. I can broadcast it on the server and yada yada yada, hang out, watch whatever. But yeah, tomorrow night is the big one. I could have split it up. I could have split it up and done Hogs of War tomorrow and then something else on Friday. No. I want to push through it all tomorrow. Community pick and community night, so to speak. And just try and have a good day for everybody. That's my intention overall. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed yourself. Crash Bandicoot is... That was a good stream. You have yourself a Merry Christmas. That's a good thing. Yeah, thank you. You too. I hope you and your fiancé have a great Christmas. But that's all we got time for right now. Yeah. My thoughts and feelings still remain the same on Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot is a fantastic game. Do not get me wrong on that. It's just the PAL version sucks donkey dick because it's a slower game. And when you make your game run slower, there's a bit of input latency going on, so things feel a bit off. A bit more slippery, so to speak, as we saw here tonight. If you compare how I play this version of Crash to Insane Trilogy, I do a lot better in Insane Trilogy, or the Insane version, simply because it runs smoother. And you can say, it was the hardware at the time. No. This is specific to the PAL region where games are running 20% slower. Even our version of Sonic the Hedgehog ran 20% slower, which is why the music's slower. Well, the music and the gameplay in general. It's much slower. Back then, you didn't have to worry about render latency and everything like that. It was literally pixel on the screen. Everything was made up off the get-go, and it was just where it was placed. However, in the 3D world, that stuff has to be rendered in. And that's where the render latency comes in. You press a button, and then like several milliseconds later, the action happens. That's what I mean by latency. The time it takes for the action to happen after you press the button. There's a lot less of it on the NTSC and Japanese versions, and I could prove that. Because I just so happen to have the Japanese version of Crash 2. Anyway, that's basically... It's a combination of the region version of the game that I have. Because it is definitely running at classic PAL speeds. That was resolved many years ago. However, when Sony, when they released these games on the PlayStation Network, they didn't give the proper version of the game. They gave the version of the game that was released for your region. And there's nothing more evident than that than the PlayStation Mini. Now, don't get me wrong, PlayStation Mini is even when it came out, PlayStation Mini was worth the money. It really was. Funnily enough, the people that were like, oh, this is not worth the money, were just whingers. They're whinging idiots. They didn't see the value that they had in front of them. Oh, you can buy this game elsewhere and get it cheaper. If you're directly comparing, you pay like what was the PS Mini on release? I'm looking at an article on historytools.org that says you can get a used PlayStation on eBay for $69. That is not correct. That is not correct. It's like you can get them for cheaper. Do. Do. Game library. The inclusion of the original PlayStation controller instead of later upgraded versions is of PAL versions for certain games. Interesting. Wait, what was the... What was his price? 90 British pounds. The PlayStation Classic ships with two replica PlayStation controllers, the original model without the analog sticks and vibration, an HDMI cable and a USB micro A to standard USB A. AC adapter for the console is sold separately. Nice. The console, yeah. The PlayStation Classic received generally negative reviews from critics overall, with the criticisms being directed at the game lineup, lack of popular titles, the use of PAL versions for certain titles, the use of original controller. Hey! Okay. Okay. I'm gonna defend the PlayStation Classic a little bit here. If you're criticizing the console, and it's coming with the digital controller. Shut the hell up. Your opinion is bullshit. There is nothing wrong with that controller. It is meant to be the original PlayStation Classic. Or the original PlayStation. The original PlayStation came with the console and the digital controller. Now, what did we get in terms of games? Battle Arena Toshinden, Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy 7, Grand Theft Auto, Intelligent Cube, I never heard of it. Jumping Flash, I know that one, kind of. Metal Gear Solid, Mr. Driller, Oddworld Apes Odyssey, Parasite's Eve, Ridge Racer Type 4, Rayman, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Persona, Revelations, the original Persona, Saga Frontier, Japan, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter 3, Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, Wild Arms. Interesting. Wait. None of these games are running PAL ISO images. Japanese console uses the Western version of Final Fantasy VII International. And wait, interesting. Okay. Directed the game, lack of popular titles. The most popular games on the system at the time were Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid, Grand Theft Auto was clearly a popular one. They're still making the bloody thing today. Jumping Flash was also popular. Oddworld Apes Odyssey, Ridge Racer Type 4, popular. What do you mean? You have the most popular Tekken on there. What do you want from this game? Or what do you want from the system? Is it just because it doesn't come with Gran Turismo? And Crash Bandicoot? God. This system comes with some of the most popular games on the PlayStation platform from the 1990s. A whole boatload of games on the system overall were really good JRPGs. Do you want a PlayStation Classic that's nothing but JRPGs? Is that what people were hoping? God, how did we get onto the topic of... oh, that's right, because Sony gave us the PAL version of the game for the PAL regions instead of the NTSC version for all the regions. Because the whole region thing didn't matter when in the HD era. Because we didn't have to deal with 50 Hz versus 60 Hz anymore. Some of the most popular games that ever came out on PS1 are in the PlayStation Mini. And yet they're like, like a popular games. What? The only... Whoever said that is fucking brain dead. They genuinely are. $100 price tag. My point is, people didn't see the value in it. You can't buy Grand Theft Auto anymore. You can't even buy it on the PS Store. Sure, you can go and pirate it. You can go on eBay, pick up a disc copy of it. Most reviewers criticize the exclusion of many popular titles, such as Wipeout, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Parappa the Rapper, Tomb Raider, Klonoa, The War of Phantom Will, Gran Turismo, Castlevania, Legend of Dragoon, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaper, Medieval, Silent Hill. Tristan Oglev of IGN criticized the console's lack of popular titles, the use of basic interface, and pointing out that almost half the games included in the PlayStation Classic library are the PAL versions. The only good point he brings up is the use of PAL versions. The PAL versions of the PS1 games are just dog shit in general. They really are. They run 20% slower. They're nowhere near as good as the Japanese or American releases that you have. But saying, oh, lack of popular titles. You have Wild Arms, a popular title. Tekken 3. Persona, considering Persona's still going. Resident Evil, Ridge Racer Type 4. Ridge Racer franchise was massive back then. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, that's 6. Metal Gear Solid, 7. Grand Theft Auto, 8. Final Fantasy 7, 9. 9 of the Armored Core, 10. Half of the library are popular titles. I didn't mention things like Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, GTArajgaming, Gradius Gaiden. Because some of them are just specifically locked to North American PAL. Oh. And they're franchises that are no longer continuing. Parasite's Eve. Parasite's Eve's not even in the US in that version. But the point is, you cannot criticize this system for the lack of popular titles when half of its library are popular titles that are still ongoing today. How brain dead are you? And even the criticism and choices of popular titles, such as, are also missing popular titles like Final Fantasy IX. Just putting that one out there. And when it comes to Gran Turismo, you didn't even pick Gran Turismo 2, the more popular one. It's just a reason for a reviewer to make a nonsensical choice, or to have a brain dead take. To pick games that he grew up with, most of which aren't even as popular as some of the other titles. Like Wipeout, for example. It is nowhere near as popular as Tony Hawk's or Crash Bandicoot or Metal Gear Solid or Gran Turismo or Castlevania. Even then, Wipeout on the PS1 wasn't as good as the Saturn version. And I believe there's an N64 and potentially PC version. Crash Bandicoot, if they're going to include the PAL ISO, which they more than likely would have, that would have been a terrible experience all around. Spyro the Dragon. That is a pretty decent choice. But the point is, my original point is, they didn't see the value in it. Because each of these games now, if you were to buy them, if you were to buy the PS Store equivalent in like North America, because the value is not quite there if you're in America. But if you're in the UK and you want something like Persona, specifically on PS1, you have to fork up over $100 just for the game. That in its own right is worth the value of the system. Metal Gear Solid, an extra $20 to $30. Each of these games, an extra $5 to $10. You're for all these games, you're getting close to $200 overall. In overall value. the value is there. More than half, around half the library is popular games that were popular worldwide on the PlayStation Mini. Could these games have been on here? Yes. You could substitute every single popular PlayStation 1 title on the Mini for these games. And guess what? There'd be more people unhappy with the choices. Hell, I would have picked it up just for Persona to play that version of it rather than pirate the game. The lower frame rates during gameplay. Whoa. Some Loveridge of Games Radar praised the look of the console but criticized the selection of games, the weak presentation of the games due to the black bars on the side of the screen. What? Wait. Is this another fucking Luddite? Wait a minute, I just read this. The weak presentation of the games due to the black bars. My God, have you never played a game in 4x3? Do you want all your fucking PS1 games running in gross stretched out 16:9? Fucking Luddite. Tristan Oglev of IGN made one good point. Sam Loveridge of Games Radar made no fucking good points. The one time IGN gets a W. The lower frame rates during gameplay, poor emulation quality, and the user interface were also criticized. John Linneman of Eurogamer referred to. Okay, John Linneman, very credible, notable person in the industry. Also gave it a similarly negative review, noting the console was subpar emulation, fair, poor image quality, okay, lack of enhancements, and use of PAL games. The one thing I would actually correct John Linneman on, because he is notable, and when it comes to opinions like that, I trust him more than anyone on IGN or fucking Game Radar and all that, is talking about the use of PAL game releases. Just swap all of the PAL releases for the NTSC versions. Or at least include them. At least for each of these games that have a US, a European, US, and Japanese release, include all of them. Lower frame rates, probably due to the PAL ISO running 20% slower. If it's still running like Dog War with a non-PAL game, or a game that's not in the PAL format, yeah, it's an emulator problem. Subpar emulation, poor image quality. Yeah, you can get around that mostly if you're doing content. Well, he did praise the user interface. Chris Carter of Destructoid shares a similar opinion, citing that the emulation on the classic is at times worse than the original. If that is the case, then it's not only poor ISOs that they're using, but also poor emulation. So, yeah. But praised the instant state recovery and the size of the internal storage. Joe Juba of Game Informer lamented the lack of analog sticks. Fuck off! None of these games require analog sticks. Along with the lack of selection of titles. Fuck off! More than half the library on the thing are popular titles. And a bare bones menu. Your opinion means nothing. Which makes the system a good fit only for an extremely specific audience. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. The system contains a bunch of games, right? A bunch of games that people may never have heard of. And I can get them into it. And it's pushed forward by big name games like Armored Core, Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid, Ridge Racer, Resident Evil, Grand Theft Auto. That's what would have sold it. However, Twisted Metal, Jumping Flash, Tekken 3, Final Fantasy VII, and Metal Gear Solid were hailed as the best of the genre. Thank you, Wikipedia, for the citation needed. And you don't need a citation for that because they're correct on that. In response to the console's perceived weak game selection, it's not weak. Many users have modified the console to play ROMs via external storage, essentially turn the console into a dedicated emulator. Yeah. People would... that remains... If you're going to get the PlayStation Classic or PlayStation Mini to modify it, stay away from True Blue. Because they'll lock you out if you try to use another USB device on your thing. That has actually been proven. Earthbound goes for crazy money, up to like 300 to a grand, believe. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been checking chat. Jesus, I've been looking at articles, ranting my ass off. Great stream, that's amazing, man. That's a great thing. I'm sure Earthbound was one. Earthbound is Super Nintendo, but that is also crazy money. But at the same time, you could buy Super Nintendo Mini. If you want to play it on close to original hardware as possible, you get the SNES Classic, and Earthbound is on there. But my ultimate point is, there's a ton of value on here, and the people that are the large amount of people that are saying that the game selection is weak don't know the staying power that a lot of these games had. Like Armored Core, still going on today. Gran Turismo, still massive today, and to this day, it is still the only worldwide exclusive on PlayStation. Metal Gear Solid is still going strong today. You have the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection that's popped off on Steam, hilariously, because it was really buggy and very broken on release, but they went and fixed it. You have Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta Snake Eater, which is a remade version of Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah. A lot of the games on that console are massive. Absolutely massive. Now, I know Persona didn't sell well on the PlayStation, but the franchise pushed forward, and Persona 2 was pretty... I don't know its review score, but Persona 3 came out. That went pretty hard. Persona 4 came out on the PS2, and it was beloved. Persona 3 and 4 are beloved. To the point that Persona 3 got a bunch of movies. Persona 4 has 2 anime, and it got an expansion on the PlayStation Vita. And then it came to PC and console, and it got butchered. Yeah. So, Persona 4 was always a 30 FPS game. 25 in the PAL region, and it was locked to that. It was never made for anything higher. And you can tell that just by moving around and all your basic movements. But for some bloody reason, whoever made the PC version of Persona 4 Golden decided that they wanted to add extra frames, extra FPS. So the way they've done that is... all they've done is make the game engine run faster. Yeah. Because the frame rate of the game is tied to, or the movement in the game is tied to the frame rate. So if your frame rate is high, you're running around like a goddamn crack addict. PS1 had an amazing catalog of games, some that still get loved to this day. Yeah, the PlayStation Classic, now whilst I get the argument of, oh, it could have used X title and Y title, that is the problem with all of the classic consoles. You look at the games selection like, whoa, what happened to this game? What happened to that game? The point is, they're just being bitchy because a Western game that they loved and grew up with wasn't on the system that was meant to be a worldwide thing. Now, the argument is for poor emulation quality is very valid, and the fact that using PAL ISOs is disgusting. It really is. No one should have to play our version of the game. We should have always been able to have the better version, or better yet, give us all of them. Give us the PAL version, our version. Give us the American version. Give us the Japanese version. That would have been fantastic. But personally, the people that keep criticizing the game library on the classic are just like they're whiners. I'm a yapper, they're a whiner. The game lineup of the PlayStation Classic was always pretty decent. There's a lot of games on there that you could very much appreciate and enjoy. Battle Arena Toshinden. I got to play that on one of the demo discs that I have, and it's pretty fun. It is a decent little fighter. The thing is, a PlayStation, a lot of the games they wanted, that people were requesting and all that I saw, were largely JRPGs. Would Medieval be good on there? Absolutely. Would Gran Turismo be on there? Good on there? Absolutely. It's just, if they had thought of the emulation and just not used PAL ISOs, that would have sold a lot more. Anyway, I've ranted on for far too long. I'm way over my time that I was meant to be streaming for. Alright, tomorrow, Christmas stream, we're doing a whole bunch of stuff. So, I hope to see you there. I hope you all have a great day. I'll wish you all a Merry Christmas, or Merry Holiday, or Merry Hanukkah, or whatever. But yeah, thank you for watching. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.